Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Psycho Dad reaction. This one is called DIY-Bedroom Makeover-Part 1. Part 1? Oh, we're going to be seeing another part to this thing. Alright. Anyways, let's see what happens in this video. This video is almost as long as the Launch TV reaction, so let's see what happens here.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the Ridgeway world. I'm Terry, and Jeff's not here today. He's at work. And I've been working on the middle bedroom, which was Jesse's bedroom, then JT's bedroom, then JT's office. Oh no, I even had that wrong. It actually was JT's bedroom first.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the room you're talking about. If you're making over that room, I'm looking forward to that. It's always good to see changes. Whoa.
But it's been several different colors. You can see it's been orange, and it was red. Now it's like a kind of like a lavender or periwinkle blue or whatever. And when I was doing this one over here, I noticed down here at the bottom, I evidently painted stripes on this, and I do vaguely remember that. So that it's been several different colors. So I've done the closet's just painted white, and I've taken all the trim off. I've removed the carpet and the pad and the tack strips. The closet doors I've already sanded and painted white, and those doors are incredibly heavy. I don't know if you could see because of the shadows, but I've also sanded and painted the window white. So I'm going to sand this door, paint it white, and then once all the doors are done, I'm going to paint the room. Hello, Luna. Oh no, we're not playing in here. Out. Get out. John's a little frisky. What are you doing? You're playful. Luna doesn't want no part to you. Okay, so now I have all the, I guess you would call them the design, the detailed work on the door, where it sets in where the sander, the electric sander that I use, which is right here, does not get in there. So I do this all by hand. And basically you want to get just all the polyurethane off so the paint adheres better to the door. I'm using a 60 to 80 grit sandpaper, which makes it a lot faster to get done. The electric sander is Black & Decker. We've had this for years and years and years. And this is easy. You just you cut out just one piece to make it so that it wraps around, and then they have little clips that hold it in. And then once it gets, pretty well used, you have it as a template to use to cut another piece out, so it's the exact same size. Now I'm going to take the camera out while I sand this, because when you use this, the sand goes all over. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to wipe down and clean everything before I even paint the walls or anything. And I was also remembering that these doors, these wood doors, we had gotten I want to say 20 years ago, unfinished. I stained them all. I polyurethaned them all. And you know how styles change and you want different things, and then, you're changing it again. So, but originally what came with the house were these hollow doors that I don't even know if it was real wood. I mean, it didn't seem like it anyway. So yeah, we're changing again, going to all white, because if Jesse and YouTube have taught me anything, it's that you want to have brighter rooms in your house to have a better quality picture. And some of the areas in the house are just so dark.
Right. Oh, you learned well from Jessie on that, and that is correct. And it's good for her to learn these things too now that she runs the PsychoDad channel with PsychoDad. So, I don't know if we're going to see PsychoDad in this video. I guess we'll have to see. So, but it's always nice to see Teresa. It's Jessie and Jeffrey's mom, so I'm glad that they have their own channel now. I mean, they started this channel back in 2021. Wish they started it sooner, but at the same time, it's all good. Because, you saw a lot of PsychoDad and Teresa and the Juggernuggets and other channels. And it's cool that they have their own now, too. And someone suggested if Teresa should start her own channel. I think one day in the future she should definitely do that. So I'll react to that channel too, not just PsychoDad. So I think that'd be a cool thing to do. So, but with that being said, let's continue this reaction.
So, and I like just, white is better to me now. So that's what we're doing. Everything's going to be white.
Yep.
I wear gloves when I sand, and I wear a mask. I don't want to breathe in all this dust. But when I sand by hand too, I would be sanding off pretty much on my fingernails. So, and I don't want that. Okay, I wanted to show you the difference. It's coming off pretty good. Probably 2/3 of the way done. I only have a little bit more to do. And I did that all with one piece of paper. Just a little bit of pressure, move it around like in circles. And this, after I get all this done here, which I'll show you see, it's not too bad. I'll put a new piece on there and finish this. And I'm not going to fill the scratches. I found a couple other marks like up here that might have to be filled in a little bit. But all these scratches here, I'm not going, even though after I've done sanding, I'm not going to wood putty it until I flip it and sand the other side. And then I'll start doing the putty. And then of course I have to sand these sides, which I could use the sander for that. I don't have to do the top and the bottom, which is nice. So once it's all sanded, I'll use my trusty little vacuum cleaner and suck up all the dust, and then I'll use a towel and get the rest of the dust off, and then I'll flip it. So the door is all sanded, and this side doesn't have any deep scratches, so I don't have to do any wood putty. So I'm just going to get to painting on this side. I will put 3 coats of paint on this, only because I know that is what is going to look the best, because I've done 2 doors before. So this is the paint. I'm sorry, I'm a little sloppy. But it's for walls, doors, and trims, and it's paint and primer, and it has a little bit of a gloss to it, so it's not high gloss, but it's going to be well enough that if there gets to be a stain or dirt or whatever, I should be able to wipe it off. And it's pretty thick, if you can see. Look how thick that is. So yeah, 3 coats. And then after it dries, I will flip it over and do the other side. But I will have to wood putty that first because it had the deep scratches in it. Also, when you do sand like this, you saw that I had the mask, but also wear glasses. Now, I wear readers, so I have to say, and they protect my eyes as well. But you should always have like safety glasses on so you don't get dust and debris in your eyes as well. And I use a angled 1.5-inch brush to do this part, and then I use the roller for all the flat, and that's like a 4-inch roller, and that's it. And then I'll show it to you when I'm done, and then the next step for me to probably would be to do that doorway, and then the wall, clean up the walls, and oh God, I have a lot of work, don't I? Whew, this better look great. As you can see, I'm almost on the first coat, and I just wanted to show you what I do. I just take the 4-inch roller and I just kind of like skim the top and turn it around with my brush, make sure it all gets coated, and then I just take off all the excess. Everybody has their own method, I'm sure. And then roll it on.
Another time now.
Now this is a foam roller, so whatever rollers that you are using, you learn just by painting, and I'm sure you guys all have done painting, and if you haven't, it's very easy to do. You just, sometimes you learn how much pressure you have to put on this to get any paint out, but you don't want to put too much paint on. You don't want it to be sloppy, you don't want it to drip, you don't want globs. I mean, some people don't like painting. I don't mind it. I actually kind of enjoy it. It's in a way, it's kind of like pressure washing, or even taking off wallpaper, or peeling some sunburned skin. There's some kind of satisfaction in it, because you're covering up. The other way you're uncovering, but this way you're covering up. I don't know. Just me, I guess. But I will let this dry. It says dry to touch in 1 hour, but I will let it dry for like 2 hours, and then I'll put the second coat on, and then repeat. Okay, I finished painting 3 coats of white on one side of the door, and now this is the side that had the deep scratches in it. Some of these scratches I sanded, and they feel pretty smooth to the touch. The ones that were a little deeper, I filled in with the wood putty, and it's now dry, and it dries a natural color, and I've sanded them so they're smooth. Then there was one other little spot up here that was a little deep, so I put some wood putty in that, and I've smoothed that out too with the sandpaper. And I used fine sandpaper on that. The wood putty is this right here, and it's just fibrous and easy to work with. And I've sanded the archway, so I'm going to paint that. Hi, Luna. Is you come check out to see what I'm doing? Yes, you're not in here. You need, no. You need to get out. Get out. Good girl. So I took off the rest of the trim, took the nails out that didn't come out, and so now I'm going to paint that 3 coats of white. Okay, I've done the ceiling. I just did 1 coat. The ceiling was white, so I'm hoping 1 coat is good coverage. I'm using Sherwin-Williams 1 coat coverage. So, because the ceiling for me is the hardest, because my neck hurts after a while. I'm glad it's a small room.
If Teresa ever does have her own channel, this is what it's pretty much going to be like too. That's definitely a fact too. Maybe this is hint that maybe she will start her own channel soon. So I just want to bring that up real quick.
Prep the walls. I've washed them, just a rag with water. Wiped them all down because there was dust on them and sand from me making a mess. And there were 19 holes in the wall. So I guess JT and Jesse through the years just hung up whatever they wanted, and I didn't care at the time. Okay. So I puttied all them, spackled them, the right term, and sanded them down with fine sandpaper, make sure everything was smooth, and then I'm going to do 1 coat on the walls too, and I'll see how it looks when it dries, and maybe I'll have to put 2 on there, I don't know. So, progress. And also, remember I told you wear safety glasses. I don't know if you could see, but I had paint all over from doing the ceiling, and it just falling in my face and my hair and everything else. Yeah. brushed the corners and where the walls meet the ceilings, wherever the roller doesn't get. I've done that twice, so I'll probably have to do that 2 more times.
Who are you talking to?
Hello, I'm filming.
Hi, everybody.
Or step in, I don't think they can see you.
So you talk people through this whole concept here?
Well, I'm showing them the room makeover, and I'm not showing them everything, but
Did you show them outside how nice of a day it is, and you're sitting inside vlogging and talking about paint?
well, it has to be done. But listen,
Why would you paint over the name?
I didn't paint over the name, but every time I poured it in there, the paint dripped down, so I brushed it off. But I know it's Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah, but do you know
Well, there's
this is
echo.
special?
You hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Well, I got tinnitus, so everything echoes or rings, so...
So I'm really happy because it says 1 coat cover.
Wait a minute! She's happy! Woo! Oh, sorry.
That was really loud.
That was loud.
It says 1 coat coverage on it, and I'm happy with the ceiling, but the ceiling was white before, so that's why the 1 coat was good. But the walls, I can just tell, they're not completely dry yet. It says to recoat in 2 to 4 hours, and it's probably been about
Yeah, the walls
an
don't
hour.
look at all.
Thanks.
No, I'm just saying, you can tell where the
I
wall-
know.
It's because you
And
have
the-
the other color under it, right?
But the thing is, the other color was so light, you know?
But
And
still, it'll bleed through.
I know, all the years I've painted, and all the different colors I've painted,
Right. Each kid wants something different.
I could never do 1 coat, and that was it.
Well, how
But
many
this,
dark colors
I
are
thought
there?
was a special thing, because I thought it came with,
It's
I don't
special
know, if
because
it
it covers
says
the name.
1 coat coverage, I figured, you know,
So-
it's extra thick.
How many colors did you have on here to begin with over the career, the years of this house? You've had probably...
I don't know.
And look, and you can tell by the edges how many different colors, and I'm sure they
Yeah.
blend with white and bleed through and change the tint.
You know what I think my mistake was? And I don't know.
Don't
If
say
you
Mary
guys-
me.
If there's a painter in the audience,
Dad?
um,
Well,
And she doesn't mean your last
I
name's
use-
painter, it
I
means your
use-
profession.
and I think this was a mistake. I used a 1/2-inch nap roller instead of the 3/8 inch, because the 3/8 inch is for smooth walls.
Right.
And I think that roller was for textured walls.
But a 1/2 inch,
So-
wouldn't that give it a thicker coat?
Well, you would think so, but it also looks like it wasn't like an even coverage, if you know what I mean.
But just,
I'm not sure. Anyway, so this gallon is almost gone, so I'm gonna have to run out to Lowe's and get another gallon.
well, we love Lowe's, and we were just there earlier, so, me and JT.
I
Or
know.
JT and I. Not that I really care about my son.
All right, so I'll go get another gallon and
I'll go back outside and work on the lawn.
pick this up later.
That's what I do.
3 coats and rollers. Let's go with South Cycle out in the video for a bit though.
Now it's time for the floor. So we want to go with, it's called Highland Hickory. It's vinyl plank flooring. And we got this, 7 years ago for the kitchen and the
Yes.
hallway.
Yes.
And it is great floor for the dogs. We don't have much of any issue with this.
No, I think that every once in a while you feel like a little lip on it or something, but then you go back and actually it was like a granule of dirt that gets caught in one of the seams. But no, it's
But as you can
waterproof.
see, it's pretty. It's got different tones. It's got
Right.
gray. It's got black. It's got like a beige color, almost like almost like a pinky.
And then when we looked at it, it was recommended for the dogs because, again, like I just said, it's scratch proof.
And
It's
measure that,
leak-proof.
how wide that is. So we
8.5.
8.5 inches wide.
That's a big plant.
So we had a box and a half left over, which is probably about maybe 12 pieces, but it's a whole different batch. So if you're going to do 1 floor and you don't have enough to finish it on 1 batch, you might want to get another different batch because all batches come in different. They could be slightly off, but I don't want that. So,
No, I don't want that either, so.
so where are we going?
We're going to go to Highland Carpet, which we've always used throughout the house, throughout all the years we were there. They're great people, and they do a great job for us.
Yeah, and
So do you want them to
they're
install
in
it?
Franklinville.
Do you want them to install it, or do you want to?
I thought maybe we would try this ourselves, and because I've been watching some videos and how-tos, and it looks like something that we could do.
No, it'll be fine. We'll make it work.
So, and I took the end of the box that has like the code numbers and whatnot, just in case. Not that it's discontinued, but just in case. And so we didn't want to measure the
Measure area equals what? Length times width.
It gives you the square
Footage or
of
the area.
total square footage.
Right. And what instead of cutting out the closet, we're going to do just the total.
Yeah, I'm going to go all the way to you want it on the floor?
Yep, put it on the floor, right to the wall.
All right.
So let's get glasses on so I can read this perfectly. So when we get there,
Well, it looks like you're pretty much close to a whole number there.
yeah, I am. But I want it to be right. I'm going to sit there and say, 176 inches.
So is it like 12 foot?
I'm at 13 feet, 10 inches.
Let's say 14 feet.
14 feet. And sometimes the carpet will come in square feet or square yards, correct? And my little mathematician Blake,
Wait a minute. You call it carpet, and floor is laminate flooring. It's luxury vinyl plank.
oh yeah.
Granted, you're not straight, hon. Oh, Luna. That was right in the mouth.
Would you quit turning it?
I'm not turning it.
9 feet, 6 inches. That's perfect.
So 10 times 14. So we need 140, enough to do 140 square feet.
Right.
We're going to go there now. We're going to pick out a floor. Thank you for watching. Not the next
next one.
video. Next video, I think you wanted to do the scratch on your truck, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's got a scratch on his
It's
truck.
a deep scratch on the truck, and I got this stuff that I bought that they say is going to be good. So we're going to give it a shot. What's the worst? It's like spackling paint. Make it what it ain't, and I'll do the same to my truck. A little touch of paint, and we'll be good.
Okay.
All right. Ridgeway's out. Woo!
Okay, well that concludes this reaction here. That was a pretty good reaction. I like that they're upgrading that room that used to be Jeffrey's office, which that was his office during the entirety of Devil Inside when we saw it, so even in the Psycho series it was kind of his office too. But yeah, it was interesting. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. Only videos left I have to do is an AFMA reaction and a McJuggerNuggets short.